Yeah, big talking Brewskis. Marissa Smith is who you see. What a cooler combo in here. Crack a cold one, we're on the air. Big talking Brewskis. Marissa Smith is who you see. What a cooler combo in here. Crack a cold one, we're on the air. Kicking back, having a few beers, we're chatting. Pull up your chair, we're all relaxing. Any subject, we never dismiss. Big talking Brewskis with Marissa Smith. Comedy, sex, relationships, more. Any subject, we got it in store. Big talking Brewskis is coming in live. Crack one open, Marissa has arrived.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is Big Talking Brewskis. I'm still Marissa Smith. I've got Rodna Daniels with me.
What's up, guys?
I've got Mo Vita with me.
Hola.
I've got Christopher Wagner with me.
Hi there.
And I've got Sam Kiss.
Ajukia.
Thanks for coming back with us, you guys. Chris, just to update you a little bit, Sam has been attacked by many animals, and the newest animal is most likely going to be Rodney.
I was going to say, I had to take a cold shower after that segment. Fuck.
That's been clearly confirmed to me.
Sounds like it's only
Sam was like,
legal in a
"How did
couple
I get in this shower?" Like, so now, Chris, how have you been?
Very good.
Yeah. So now you're also a comic. We're all comics.
I do.
Yeah, you do
do
the
stand-up
ups
thing.
of the stands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ups and downs.
Are you originally from New York?
No, I was born in Charleston, but
Oh,
my family's
Charleston.
from Long
Sorry,
Island.
I used to live in Charleston.
Charleston's pretty cool.
It's
right?
wonderful. I spent 1st through 5th grade there. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. If
Yeah.
it's
That's
like a town on OxyContin.
Yes.
It's really slow down there.
It is very slow.
But
Yeah.
But the beaches are beautiful.
Yeah, you got to live by a beach. It's really hot, humid down
Yeah.
there. I'm more of a cold. Everybody I'm related to is from Long Island, Brooklyn, New
Okay.
York.
Yeah.
So we retired down there, so to speak, you know.
Okay.
I was born and we went down there.
Oh, okay.
So
And then
I was back and forth a lot.
and then you came up here.
So yeah, after high school I moved back.
Okay.
And then yeah.
You make it
Okay.
sound
Down to
so
the sea.
exciting.
No, not
mean,
really. I
well,
thought I was
if you-
downplaying it. No, it was all
Yeah.
right. It was fun seeing both sides of, the East
It's
Coast.
two different lifestyles.
It really,
it's
really
really
is.
like a choice of like two different lifestyles.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you
Like,
want to be chilling and just going to the beach and like it's hot. You want to barbecue and have crab
Sounds-
cook-offs.
Iced tea.
Sounds like Australia.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea. Excuse
Oh,
me.
sweet
Excuse
tea.
Me. Excuse me.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely sweet tea.
Did you like come here
it's
for
the-
college or?
No, just family.
like family
Moved back
stuff.
because all my family's here, and we
Okay.
were down there, and it was sort
Do
of
you
like
live in Brooklyn?
Queens, Astoria.
Queens,
Okay.
Canada.
Yeah.
Astoria.
Astoria's great.
Yeah, don't
food.
tell
Astoria's
anybody about
amazing.
it though, because it's
Too
not
late.
gentrified yet.
Too late.
You can see it coming.
Yeah.
It's
You
already
see all the
happening.
buildings, and Long Island City is like
Oh my
Oh, well,
saturated.
it's
God,
completely.
crazy.
It's probably more hip
Crazy.
now, Greenpoint and Long Island City, than
Yeah.
Williamsburg.
I
Yeah.
would say that like Astoria is the only part of the city that white people are gentrifying other white people.
Yes.
Right?
Well-
It's kind of like Astoria used to be like Greek and
yeah.
Italian and Jewish, and now it's just like Idaho, Indiana.
Megan's
No.
and pumpkin spice.
Yeah, it's like because like I remember like when I was younger and like when we wanted to have like kind of like ethnic food, like like Greek ethnic food or something like that. Like my parents would be like, "We're gonna go to Astoria for gyros," and like now I'm just
Oh.
like, "Oh, it's like I'm gonna go to Astoria for Starbucks." Like you know what I mean?
It's getting It's
yeah,
For judgment.
yeah.
I still feel weird
It's
when
like
I go to Astoria.
Xeno. Like
But you
I
don't feel weird when you fill up your Starbucks cup with vodka.
Hey, nobody knows that.
That's how you
I
get to
guess
Astoria.
that's
Oh,
we
we
thought we were making-
nobody,
That's how you
nobody
make-
knows.
right,
Nobody, nobody.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
That's how you get to
Who doesn't
Astoria.
have eyes?
This is a need on the way to Astoria.
I apologize.
Although I will say Astoria has the best baked treats. So like I've got my bad day cheesecake in Astoria, and it's like and literally when I'm having a bad day, like I will go from like Westchester to Astoria to get this
Do you
particular
really?
cheesecake. I will. That is like depending upon how bad the day is. And it's
Wow.
it's like I can't remember what stop it is, but it's like like catty corner from the Pink Lady, like whatever stop that is. I literally just Google Pink Lady, and then I know that like that's my stop. I think it's like 30 something, but
Okay.
it's like it's a baklava cheesecake, and so like the
Oh.
yeah.
You're terrible
said
at
my-
faking.
No, that is the best.
But, like so like the crust of the cheesecake is baklava, and then they just then it's a regular cheesecake, and then they drizzle the whole thing with honey.
See, now I don't like baklava,
Ooh.
but I like cheesecake, and that does sound like the cheesecake would cut down on the baklava-iness.
Oh, but then my favorite rainbow cookies are also in Astoria,
Fair.
Ditmas Boulevard, and like that is like you go in, it's like an old school bakery, and it still looks like the 1950s as soon as you
Oh,
open
yeah.
That's
the
all
door.
I live-
Astoria, though. You go there and it's just like, wow. It's like a step back in time for a second.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah,
It's old
But, like,
Polish New York.
my
I feel like I'm
I,
in a
get, I always
shot.
get when
Yeah.
if I can't go to Greenpoint without getting yelled at in Polish.
oh
Like,
really?
I'm not Polish. Just because I have the cheeks.
Do people
Yeah.
mistake you for being Polish?
Yeah, or Russian.
I
can
can
see that.
I see
I
that.
can
Yeah.
see that.
Nobody thinks I'm Hungarian, which is actually fun because sometimes on the subway people will be speaking Hungarian and there aren't a lot of us, and I'll totally listen to their conversation and then I'll like let on that I 100% understood what they were saying and they get really embarrassed.
Oh, so good.
Because what are they saying?
Because they're usually cursing about something or, you know.
Isn't like Hungary like the only country that speaks Hungarian?
Yeah, it's a really weird language and it's nothing similar to the countries that surround it.
Yeah, is that
We're weird.
What's the root of the language?
So they say that it belongs to a language family called Finn-Ungaro, which is Finnish and Hungarian together, but it's not like Spanish and Italian where the two languages can kind of understand each other.
Yep.
But if you hear Finnish spoken and you hear Hungarian spoken, it does sound similar. But that's it. That's
Wow.
about all I have on it.
Yeah, I heard it came from the Latin starving, and then graduated to hungry.
Hungry.
Yeah.
Wait, are you a comedian?
What is that bad? Is that bad?
Obviously
very good.
not. Obviously not.
and you know
That's
it's
right.
in
But if
the-
we had some turkey, but careful, don't get some grease on you. All right.
Aye.
All right.
sounds peckish to me.
I've heard the
There you go.
joke
That's
before.
3. We're done. All right, let's polish this off.
Hey-oh.
And then grease it up.
Oh, yeah. That's a callback.
That's a very maniacal laugh. You're like,
I wish I did that every time I did a callback. Was like, I got you. Remember the past.
I got you in the future. So now, I feel like we've all been like talking about various. Have you ever been attacked by an animal, Chris? Because we've been talking about animal attacks.
Attacked. I know I've had birds poop on my head more than 5 times.
That's
More
good
than
And it's
luck.
not-
5
Oh, yeah.
times?
They say
Oh yeah,
that's
and
good
once I
luck.
was in a bicycle race and going down and felt that for more than 5 times, and everybody says it's lucky. It's not lucky.
Yeah, it does
I-
not
I
look
don't
like
just
think-
disgusting.
But yeah, but I don't recall ever being other than a house cat and an occasional girlfriend. I've never been attacked by
Occasional girlfriend.
I've
an
had
animal.
standoffs. I don't know that I've been attacked. I've had standoffs with like raccoons. Those things are mean.
Oh, fuck a raccoon.
Yeah, they're vicious.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're in my
Those are
neighborhood.
possums.
I did get scratched by a dog. They're terrible. They're real.
I had a dog get attacked by a dog. A German
Uh.
Shepherd attacked my lab while we were walking it.
Yeah.
I mean, just bit it and went away, but I think that might be the closest thing.
trying to think.
Yeah.
You didn't hear this. I peed on a shark.
Well, I think that's what you should do, right?
And she didn't pay the shark.
I know. I'm an asshole.
The shark should have paid her.
Fuck a shark.
He
Sharks.
definitely should have paid me for that.
Shark
Where do you
fin
fuck a
soup.
shark? How do sharks fuck?
I think
Carefully.
Oh, that's a good
Viciously.
question.
I think
How
one has to
does
go
a
upside down.
How does a shark give a
Like
blowjob?
what? Like in Top Gun when the two
For the
planes,
last
like-
time.
Right, because they're both like, okay, that's a good question though.
Because fish don't. Right?
they lay
Because they lay eggs, and then doesn't the boy just jizz all over them?
Should I fact check? Should I Google this while
Can we-
we're?
can
No,
we-
you have to be in airplane mode.
Wait,
I
unless you
am.
can do it in
Could you
Yeah.
imagine if that's how we like
Plus, it's more fun
procreated?
to just imagine.
You gotta lay eggs and then somebody just comes and
I'm
jizzes all
convinced
over
that's
them.
what it's going to be. I'm convinced that we're going to
Eventually-
reach a point where we're just like, we're not touching each
2035.
It's too dangerous. It's
So-
me
There's
too.
all these
It's
diseases.
STIs.
I don't want to get.
You're
me
going to fucking
too.
walk it. This is what's going to happen. I already know. Guys are going to jizz into containers. It's going to be like a fucking frozen yogurt shop where women are going to go in and they're going to choose what kind of sperm they want for procreation and just kind of turkey baster babies. That's what it's going to become.
So I read this.
I'm jaded. But anyhow.
Are you fantasizing or are you jaded?
No, I'm jaded.
I read this article.
Oh, I fantasize about
that.
Can't wait till you make
I was
babies
gonna
with
say,
yogurt. That's what I
Right.
want.
Here's the whole thing though: is people are not gonna stop fucking though. That's where
It'll just
it's-
become
I
a
mean,
sport.
unless there's a
Yeah.
better
I mean,
feeling
it become a
of it.
sport.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. What?
Unless there's some kind of suit you could put on and make sex better without interaction.
Well,
you know?
look at all these robots.
Yeah, they got the same.
Well,
Which I
they
love these
just-
sex robots, and they're
they
like, you can
just
choose
came
up-
the
Oh, that's a
accent like
segue.
men want to listen to a fucking woman robot talk.
Oh
They-
God! So I can program his voice into a fucking robot.
Yes.
It can just be like, oh no, yes.
I was late in my
I can
shower.
attack my
I
shark.
don't know about that. Mine would be like, please stop this, Rodney.
You know,
I do
America
not
just
consent.
America just got their first sex robot brothel.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
Texas?
Yep,
Yes,
in
address,
Houston,
please.
Texas.
Yeah, I read about this.
Can I
Yeah.
just say that, like, right-wing evangelicals are the most sex-obsessed people
Yeah.
ever. It's hilarious.
Is it cheating if you fuck a robot?
Not as long as you're
Well, there's
the first
emotional
one.
cheating now.
If you can
Yeah.
pull it out of the package, then you're fine. Somebody else has been using
Do
it.
you like the robot's vagina more than your girlfriend's?
Well, I've heard that the Fleshlight has an option to where you can get porn stars
Yeah.
inside the Fleshlight.
Yeah.
So there's got
Although,
to be
would
a
you
way
really
that you would
want
make.
porn stars?
Like a model.
Well, maybe the first time,
Oh.
not when she's been in her career for like
Like
4
a
or 5
wind
years.
tunnel? Okay.
Yeah, like her casting couch. Like that's the vagina shape
Jenna
you would
Jameson's
want.
hallway.
We want
Yeah.
that. We want that new casting couch smell.
She's a great kid. Hey.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, I'm sure that if the sex robot will become more advanced, just like porn, it made the internet what it is.
No.
They're going to make a vagina feel a lot better than a vagina.
Sure.
It's inevitable.
Like,
You can
are
optimize-
And
And
then
They've
we're
definitely
all
made-
going to
they've
do it
definitely
and not
made
think it's a
dildos
big
feel
deal.
better than dicks. So you
That's
know.
true. That's what I mean. It'll wind around and talk to you, punch you a little.
Are you
Or
saying
aerobics
can
in
I
there.
ask, did you just say they have made dildos that feel better than dicks?
Yes.
I'm
You think?
sure.
They
yeah.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
I
That's
don't
mean, there's
know,
more
they can't
consistency
hug
to
each
it.
other.
God willing, right?
Isn't there
She
more
said-
settings on a man?
Marissa, they can't hug you though.
Have you heard of the rabbit?
Yeah, I've heard of the rabbit.
I'm not
Well-
a big fan of that stuff, so I'm very old-fashioned that way. But I guess if you need all the bells and whistles,
So
it's
Right.
a fucking like
And
what
some-
$80-$100 vibrator.
Some just leave it on. The rabbit.
Oh really? See, I have a plug, and if I
What
do
do you
that,
mean
I
just
start
leave
a
it on?
fire.
Just attach it to your underwear and then
Oh,
zap
just
yourself.
Go about your day.
There's like
Yeah.
little eggs you can do that.
Yeah.
I think I need
New
a
York is
fix.
always multitasking.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Amazing.
you know, you
That'll
need
get
to,
you off heroin.
What?
you gotta come
Just
and do the
orgasming.
subways at the same time. Now, are you guys like married girlfriends?
Yeah,
Oh,
To each
Wow.
other, we're asking.
No.
I was about you did
How
that, and I was
progressive
like,
are you?
how did he show up before me then?
Communal
He's
group.
much
One
better at
always comes
directions.
first.
Yeah,
One
right.
always
I
comes
thought we
first.
came together.
Yeah.
That means I'm the bottom.
I'll let him go first.
Divorced? You said you were dating?
Divorced as well, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Do you
Okay.
club?
divorced.
What's up? Who's statistically in the north?
This
I'm
is gonna
still
help for
married,
my
technically.
question.
Oh, yeah, you
Well,
are.
yeah, you've been married. You're
When
like
you
married
get
for like 2
divorced?
years.
I don't know. Shit, I gotta figure it out.
Yeah, like
Divorce
you're
is
gonna
Figure
be
what
a.
out?
I gotta
Figure your marriage out?
It's
You're gonna
35.
have to.
It's $35 to get married. It's $500 to get divorced. Okay.
It's very
I ain't
true.
got time. I bought
It's
a
a
new
trap.
bedroom set. Shit, it's a trap. I don't know about
It's a
this
trap.
motherfucker.
It's a trap.
You gonna give me half of that 500? All right then.
It's a trap.
He's gonna be married.
Don't have kids.
Yeah, but like you're
see,
gonna
Or
like.
don't
what?
get rich.
still
Right,
Don't
I was
get
gonna
rich.
Say, guess
Yeah.
what? Over here, being gay, they ain't a problem.
Oh, okay. Well, you can adopt. There's many ways to get
Right?
around
No,
it.
I know I'm gonna have kids eventually, but like it's not like it's it's an accident, you know.
Yeah.
Sure, right. Yeah, I know how that goes.
They'll
Well,
be
you know,
kidnapped.
like
That's the
we'll
reason I.
want them. We'll have
That's the
kidnapped
reason
them.
I got married.
Rodney
It was an
has
accident.
had
shotgun.
relations with men's with vaginas before, so it's not.
This is
Well, that's
Wait,
very
what?
They
That's
can
amazing.
have children.
they can or cannot.
Can.
Yeah,
Can.
that's
A
what I
man with
thought
a
you were gonna
vagina.
say.
I
Yeah.
had one
Yeah.
transsexual experience. Okay.
I'm confused.
Okay.
So Rodney had. Well, you can explain it.
Okay, so I hooked up with this guy that was like, okay, I'm gonna give you a blowjob, blah blah. And so I get over there. He's giving me a blowjob. The blowjob is great. I'm relaxing. He's like, okay, so you want some pussy? And I'm thinking like, what? Like literally, he had like a full beard, chest hair, like, and he was like, well, I am.
I work for the circus.
He's like, I'm a female to male transsexual. So I had the top surgery. I've taken hormones,
Oh, so it was a female.
but I still have a vagina.
It was
she
a
was
man with a
female?
pussy.
Oh,
It
wait,
was a
okay,
man
right.
with a
That's
pussy.
what we were
I
talking
was
about.
thinking like, okay.
Yeah. So
I was like, wait,
I got
that's an
derailed, too.
advanced
Right.
surgery where you can have kids now. Okay, I see
yeah.
what
So
you're
no,
saying.
like
I
so
see what
so
you're
then,
saying.
so then you know, you just throws pussy at me like that. I'm gonna take it. Shit.
Did you really?
I did. I fucked that pussy.
And?
I did.
How was the fake pussy compared to?
No, it was
No,
a
it's
real,
a
it was
real
a real
pussy.
I
pussy.
know, but not by God.
No, it
Wait,
wasn't.
It
can I
was
ask
by
you-
God.
Was it
can
a
I
woman?
ask
It was
you-
a woman
A
turned
female
to.
to
Okay,
male.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
I thought
can
we were
I
talking
ask you a
about
question?
a man who
Yeah.
got a vagina.
Well,
No,
it's a
this is a
female,
woman
female
that
to
got
male.
pecs.
Okay,
A
gotcha.
woman that got
and
pecs.
and,
Well,
and
got the boobs
facial hair.
cut off.
Yeah.
And facial
There's
I
a
hair.
girl
have
at work like that,
questions.
and I'm like,
still
she's got a better
look
beard
just
than
like
I do.
you, but had a vag.
I have
Okay,
questions.
gotcha.
I want to unpack this.
All right.
Okay.
Impact
I
this,
got
nice.
That's why I get to that
I got a couple
vagina.
things.
Throw
No,
your
no, no, no.
luggage down.
All right, let's start with the blowjob. All right, because
Oh,
they
okay.
say that a man giving another man a blowjob is better because y'all know blah blah blah. So technically, this is somebody who is
You-
not it's not a person who has experienced a blowjob themselves. So you said the blowjob was solid.
Okay, I see what
The
you're saying.
blowjob was solid.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
Was it as like after you found that out, were you like, oh, that explains the blowjob, or no, it was like solid? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the blowjob
I mean,
was
the
so solid.
blowjob
Okay.
was solid enough for him to fuck a vagina.
Well, no, but you know what
maybe-
I'm
well,
saying, right? Because
Well,
there's
'cause
always
see,
that.
my whole thing is I
thing.
went through a whole psychological thing. Like, do I?
All right, well, that's my second question.
But
Okay.
I feel like he's Midwestern and would have just thought it was rude not to do it.
That's
Fair.
exactly how I felt. Am I
Yeah.
gonna walk out right now and just tell this trans person, "Fuck you"?
Wait.
I'm not fucking you. No,
Now,
Because like
did
that
you
You're
would
not that
have
kind of
to-
person.
I'm not that kind
You're
of person.
respectful. You fucked her
Did
pussy.
you have to
PC,
kind of take it
I
from
got
the
all
back?
up in that pussy.
Did you
Don't
kind of have to do
misgender
it from
him.
the back to?
We did do it from the back.
But did you kind of?
and he had a
need
hat
to?
on and looked like a dude completely.
So did you? Need
I knew I was
that?
in some vagina though. I felt it.
It's
Okay.
slippery.
Because you.
It's very. It's like one of those electric eels. It just gets you.
But it doesn't grip your dick the same
No.
way.
Hey, some of them do.
No.
Some of them
Especially if
do.
she's- Especially if she's getting
called
rid
the
of it, she
snapper.
probably doesn't care enough to do the Kegels. She's
True.
She,
Very true.
whatever,
You have to
but
wanna
let's
do it.
call he,
You
'cause
can't lead a
it sounds
horse
like-
to water.
Right?
But listen
No,
to this
I'm
though.
fucking with you. But like,
she
did
was
you?
cheating on her girlfriend with me.
She is a man. All right.
Right.
Exactly.
I'd like to know.
Such a manly
was-
thing to do.
Was
No,
there?
women are hoes.
Do you think men give a better blowjob than she did?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, right.
Not
Because
like
men are excited
her-
about it. Women don't
He
want to do
did.
it.
Well, no, she was excited about it and she
Stop
wanted to do
Yeah,
it.
but-
misgendering him.
Well, he
Oh,
was
sorry,
excited
he.
about it and wanted to
He with
do
the
it.
vagina.
But like, I feel
Man
like
with a pussy.
men that are creeping and just want to
A
suck a
mussy.
dick. A mussy. That's.
There you go. That makes it sound super great. Wait,
Rodney
so
was
I
balls
remember.
deep
I
in
wanna-
the mussy.
did you? So did you know?
He had mussy pussy.
All up in it.
Oh, literally.
Mussy sounds like something you would get at a Greek restaurant in Story.
Oh, of course.
We have the mussy
It's got-
cheesecake for you today, Marisa.
It smells like baklava and honey.
That, folks, what you call a callback. Love that.
Hashtag callback.
I want an extra side of tzatziki with my mussy.
Is Rodney the mussy glider?
That I am. And the
He's the
guru
messy
has been born.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I love that sigh after.
Never
laugh and
a
that-
dull moment.
That's like we're so
It's
sick.
like the
I
cigarette
have
after
another
climax.
What
God.
remains on your bucket list of fucks?
Oh, Jesus, I think he.
Ah.
I mean, you've covered
That's.
a little
I've-
person.
No, I've never done a little person. I've gotten offered, but just it didn't happen. And he had a really big dick too, but like,
It's almost better than doing it.
yeah,
Like,
'cause
he
he's
wanted
like-
to.
But
He was well endowed,
I
but
could have had a little guy.
Only because he was my roommate. Like, okay, like if I suck your
That's
dick now, then
complicated.
like,
yeah.
then you're gonna make me suck your dick all
You're
the
not
time.
No,
gonna
right,
respect
yeah.
me.
Right, exactly.
You,
And
in the
you-
middle of the
It's
night, you
gonna be-
think
no.
Little
Chucky's
dicks
You
are
gotta
fucking with
only
you.
taste
for
this.
Thanksgiving.
Well, no, he was a little person with a above average dick. It's like,
Nice.
oh,
But wasn't
I was like,
above
oh, you got all
average?
that?
or
You've
is-
gotten
is
all
it
these
because his,
surprises.
like,
Well, he
he
had a
was
normal
black.
sized
Dang
dick.
it, it just
he had a
happened to
normal
swing on the
sized black
ground.
dick. Right, but he was a little person.
So would you just like lie on the floor and he'd stand over you? Or?
Let's
Slap
just say
you
he
in
got
the
shin
face.
splints when he ran.
I don't know what's on my bucket list. I don't know. I don't.
No, I said what's left.
What's
Left,
left?
left.
What's left?
Not what's
to
on it, but
do?
what's
You've
left.
covered a lot of ground.
I
in my opinion.
have
Like
covered a
he's
lot of
gotten
ground.
attacked by a lot of animals, and you have had a lot of
Penis.
Yes.
unique sexual situations.
I have, and I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Like, what's the one thing where you're just like, I wish I could, blah.
I haven't yet.
I haven't yet, but like, if
And you
I
can't
ever
say
got
Sam
this.
because we're done with that.
It's the second chapter. I'm free. It doesn't mean I'm free. I'm free. You know? Like, unchained.
This is Mordor. Is anyone free?
Have you been to Berlin?
No, I have not.
No, maybe you need to go there. That'll increase your bucket list.
Ooh,
Berlin.
there's a story there.
Yeah.
Right. What? Why is that?
Have you fucked a Nazi, Rodney?
Right.
I have like Berlin's like
I
the,
have.
the craziest place in the world. For,
See, that's not a no. I'm kind of good on that. I've
Wait, good on
definitely-
what?
I don't.
I feel like you're organic about it.
I've definitely had some
You're
guy.
just like, why not?
Right.
Mussy? Sure. It's a Wednesday.
That's right. But like
it's my
I
roommate.
said, why not?
getting fucked by a Nazi though, like I feel like he wants to fuck me and kill me at the same time. I don't
Yeah,
know. I might
probably.
get choked out.
Oh no, I didn't
It's-
mean that. No, I didn't mean
No,
that.
I said
Right.
that. I
That's-
asked. I
that was-
asked.
There's
that was-
anything
That
wrong
was
with
me.
that.
That
That's-
was me.
What I think about,
Yeah,
right,
Jonathan,
exactly. I
it's
got
not-
limits. Okay, I'm not completely out of control.
Well, that's like a strange thing too, though. But like, I was like reading this article, and so like there was actually like a whole wing of the Nazi Party that was like homosexual, and like even like modern day like neo Nazis, there's like a whole
They
like
keep them in a wing.
like.
Like,
well,
do
no,
they know? Like, it's a don't ask, don't tell, but you're over here.
No, so like it's almost like a sexual fetish. So it's almost like the same thing as like people that like golden showers. Like there's like a wing of like homosexual men that are Nazis, and like they'll, instead of like going to a leather party, like they'll go to like a Nazi party and they're all like dressed up.
It's a
like
Nazi party.
it's just like, oh yeah, Sieg Heil. Like they will like dress up like Nazis and stuff, and like that is like a fetish within the skinheads. Is like they have like an offshoot of like gay skinheads
Where did
that
you
are
read
Nazis.
this?
I was reading an article about there's like an English guy that was like he was kind of like a punk bouncer or something like that. Like I can't remember his name, but like he was like really big in the punk scene, and like he was like very big into gay bashing, and then over time they realized that like he was like this huge gay basher that was also gay. So like he would get into this like oh like
But I'm a Nazi too.
yeah, like I'm a Nazi, I'm fucking up all the queers, and then like at like the end of the night, then he's going to like all the gay bars and just like, I'm a daddy, like don't you want to fuck this? Like, you know, it was just kind of like very weird. But there's a lot of like duality and that kind of thing. What is on your list that you haven't?
Huh. Oh, you know what I've had a fantasy about recently? I have 3. Is it 3?
Pissing on 2 sharks.
No.
At the same time.
Wait. I have 3 guys, 2 porn stars, and 1 guy that I've had a fantasy about. Like on my birthday, we just get a room in Vegas and they just fuck me.
They have their way with you.
Yeah, but not in like a treat me bad way, but just like show me what you got.
But
It's
see, like,
my
that's
birthday.
the whole thing. Like, I'm not into like the whole like slap me around, like
I'm not
treat
into
me
that.
bad, like type of.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not in.
No, I had this guy one time. I was like giving him head, and he was like, "Yeah, suck that white dick," and like it just.
Is that what it is? Okay. I
Triggered
mean,
me.
it tastes like
Right.
chicken, but
Right, and not to say that like there's anything wrong with
I'm-
that. It's a totally different thing when like a black guy says it. I feel like I don't know, and like a black
Gee,
guy
you think
sucking
history?
a white
maybe?
dick, right? And this is like before the Trump administration. Like,
Well, I think that's what it is for me too, because I prefer like if there's anything physical and it's coming out of more what I feel is kind of raw passion, let's say, I'm down. But whenever it's this like
fetish size.
right and this, you know, it could like very quickly go into I hate women, I'm really gonna choke you thing, versus like, oh my god, I'm just so like you're so sexy, whatever, we're into this, we're doing this. Like I'm okay with that, but yeah, I want to slap you in the face, and no, I'll fight him.
Like, yeah, so I've never had like anybody be like, oh, like suck this white dick kind of thing, but like I've definitely had like white guys be like, I'm your slave. And like that's weird too. It's just like, oh,
The role
like
reversal.
yeah, it's kind of like oh, like I'm your slave, like I'm your dirty bitch, and I'm just kind of like, that's not.
I've
my
had black
cup of
guys ask
tea.
me to call them the word, and I'm like, hell no.
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 See, yeah, no. When you bring
No.
race all like we know that we're different races, but when you bring that all into it, then
Yeah.
now it's
Yeah,
become
and it's
weird.
not like I'm fucking you because you're black.
Yeah.
right.
It's not. Like that's not.
I'm just.
I'm
we're
It's
just-
like
we're
if your
just
abs
having
were
fun.
vanilla, I'd still like all 6 of them. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. That tripped me out. I was like, yeah, no, that's never gonna happen. Sorry.
What about you guys? Ever been fetishized by like?
I had a girl once say, "Suck my white dick," and yeah, it was very confusing.
Like I'd rather be attacked by sharks.
Or a stingray.
or a sugar glider.
I went to in Berlin. There's like this club called Bergheim. It's like a big it's a gay nightclub, but it's like it's a
Okay.
very popular nightclub. It's like one of the most famous in the world, and it's very hard to get in. And it's like there's like a gay sex club next door to it. So it's just like you can just do anything. Like I saw guys like just masturbating naked on the dance floor. Like these people don't give a shit there, and it's but everyone respects
They
each
have
other's
that in New
space.
York.
Yeah.
Sex
Yeah,
clubs have
it's
protocol.
the
That's
Comedy
that's
Cellar.
a misnomer. I think that people
I'm just
think
I-
like it's. Oh dang!
That was great. That was so great.
What's wrong with that?
But I went, yeah. So I was just, it's like a really fun place. You go there for like, it's like open for like 4 days. But they have like dark rooms there on the side of the dance floor, which you can go and you can just like, there's no lights and it's just like this area where people have sex. And I was there with my girlfriend at the time, and we were like, oh, let's go into the dark room. Like, I just kind of want to see what's in there. I mean, there was no one in there.
Someone
Then
grabbed your dick.
I started making out with my girlfriend, and then next thing I know, there was like this giant, like 6'8" German fat white dude with a big grey beard just jerking off on my leg. Like he was just like
Yeah.
and I was just like we ran away.
That's why they call
We
it a
ran
dark
away.
room.
Yeah, I know. It was very weird.
That's why they call it a dark room.
Yeah,
Or
it was- I was like, no
Dark
models
room
hang
sounds
out.
like a squirt room.
I mean, the dark does not.
Obviously not that dark.
you
That,
squirted
that,
on
that
somebody
pale,
in the
pale
dark.
white skin. It's like a beacon of cum.
He was glow in the dark.
It's like now I understand black lights. Like,
Chris, what are you doing with your sexual life?
Well, I have. Can I get a shot of that before this story?
oh yeah, get him a cup.
Oh, there's cups here.
Yeah, we
We're
got cups.
fancy. We're fancy.
We're fancy up on her.
It's
Thank you.
plastic.
I guess
Or
I
not that one,
still
but-
have a bucket list, but
Would you like
20
some Red Bull?
sure. Let me see. Like 25 years ago, I had a threesome.
Here, help yourself.
See, I started
Oh,
that without
threesome.
finishing it.
Yeah. So 25 years ago, you had a threesome.
Yeah, I worked at a facility for kids, and so
I'm sorry.
Well,
that's
not
fun.
with that-
I know,
that's-
but it's
that
funny.
shouldn't start the.
We find out he's 37.
And there was some underwear I found with the name written in it, and I returned it.
Call
And all of
back.
a sudden, burn, chicka, burn, burn.
Yes, no, it wasn't with any of the kids.
Allegedly.
I worked at a facility that was 24 hours, and it had nurses and teachers. So one night, a teacher and a nurse and I had a threesome.
Mm.
So
Was it everything you hoped it would be?
it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Were you
Wow.
able to
It's
satisfy
like
them?
multiple bucket lists at once: teacher, nurse, threesome.
Oh yeah.
I hope so, because I'm pretty
Yeah,
good
you're
on
right.
beer. I don't usually encounter whiskey dick. So
Oh.
it went well.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah, no. So now I'm trying to top that. I
Oh,
don't
good
know.
luck.
I don't know what to
right, like a judge and a policeman.
Yeah. Like a
A
cop and a
wallaby and a-
fireman.
A cop and a
A
fireman.
cop.
A cop and a
right?
fireman at the same time.
There's
like,
an emergency.
it's just like, oh my God, somebody robbed a store and set it on fire. What am I gonna do with this dick?
Is that a
Um,
fire hose? Or
I had a cop on duty one time, like in uniform,
Oh really?
and a detective that was like out of uniform, like plainclothes detective. But he had a gun. I was like fucking him, and he had like a gun in the holster. It was like, you gotta move that.
It's like I don't want to
You
blow
just-
my
you
dick
just
out.
did.
Officer in uniform as well.
I got head from an officer in uniform. Yeah, like literally, he came in and like put his like walkie over here. Like I was hearing the alerts. And he was just blowing me
Wow.
in uniform.
tax dollars
So
well
he
spent.
was
To
getting
Thank
protect
you,
and
de Blasio.
service your
He was on the
junk.
clock. He was on the clock getting paid.
Yes.
And so was
But
Rock.
paying me.
Oh.
Did you return the favor?
No, he was only a giver.
Okay. That
You know.
that
That
baffles
sounds
me.
like
I
a perfect
wish, I
name.
wish
Police
straight men would
give
just,
him
I
back.
just want to eat you
yeah,
out, and
right.
then I
It
gotta
baffles
go.
me that there's just a one thing like no compensation, no tit for the tatty.
No, you know.
No, but I mean, people are like that. They're just like, I just don't.
Yes,
I don't.
there's
I
definitely
love
some guys,
seeing.
some-
Like,
yeah.
I love going down on women just for the reaction, but I hope it leads to something that we can
Right.
both partake in.
Yeah, that's a straight man.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
no.
I'm only doing this so I can get something.
Well, and not only that, I like pleasing her, and that is like.
Yeah,
if-
but you're
if-
not. But if she's like, "All right, thank you," and taps out, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck? My dick is hard. What are we doing?"
Yeah, no, it's.
That's what I'm saying. That's a straight man. I'm not
Yeah.
shitting on you. I'm
Even
just saying,
if
like,
she just lets me
game-
jerk off in front of her, I don't mind that. But you got to get
Okay,
rid of the
Louis
blue ball.
C.K.
let's. He used the right word. He said, "Let's." Let's allows consents to it. That's okay. That's
Right,
okay.
right. I mean, I
Well,
hope if I'm going
Sarah
down on
Silverman
her, she
said
doesn't
that
mind me
she lets-
masturbating in front of her. You just ate me out, but that is disgusting what you're doing.
I mean, I've definitely had situations where guys have done that, and I'm just like, all right, good night. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like I'm not.
Good for
Just one and done type thing, or you knew them and you've had sex before and after.
No, so like, I don't. Do you guys know First Fridays? So like at the Guggenheim, they
Oh,
used to
yeah.
have a thing called First Fridays, and so like they
Where's
fly.
there's a first Fridays for getting eaten out? What?
That's
Oh, it's
how I
First
roll.
Friday.
Is that at Red Lobster? What?
Oh, you.
I
can
get
eat-
real turned up about the art. So like I went to the First Friday, and like basically First Fridays, like they fly in like real famous DJs from across the globe, and they throw a party in the Guggenheim, and so like basically the Guggenheim turns into a rave.
I've been.
And so like you can't drink above the ground floor, but like drinks are super cheap. It's like back when I went, it was like $5 for wine or whatever. It was like super cheap, like great music. Everybody's like in a super chill vibe. And so like I met this guy, and then he was just like, "Oh, like you guys hungry or whatever?" Like me and my friends, and he was just like so like we went to French roast on the Upper East, and so I went to the bathroom, and when I went to open the bathroom door after I finished, he like kind of pushes himself in the bathroom, and he's just
Are
like,
you hungry?
and no, and he was just like, "Have you ever gone and eaten out in French roast?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't." And so he's like, "Oh, like want
Yes.
to try?" And I was
Yeah,
just
right.
like, "Okay." And so like then like so then he like went down to me in the bathroom in the French roast, and then I was just like, well, this is embarrassing. Like, and so like I like literally was just like, all right, well, we're going now.
I'm hungry. My pancakes are
Thanks for
pro.
all you've done.
Support the troops. Good night.
That's funny. You just walked out. You just like,
All right, great.
Ma'am, my work here is done. You have a nice night now.
And then he's like, "Where are you guys going?" I'm like, "Nowhere."
Home now.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, it was
It's like
like
that
super-
backfired.
Yeah. It's just
See,
like,
but that's the difference. That's the
Yeah.
difference between like the straight world and the gay world. Like
Yeah.
I have guys that just come over and eat my ass. That's what they do. They're an ass eater. Hey, I need my cakes eaten. Call them up. I have guys.
you
that
need
just
your
come
cakes eaten.
Yeah, you better come over and
Gay
eat these
lifestyle.
cakes.
That sounds-
Yeah. Then like I have guys just come over and suck my dick, and I have guys I just suck their dick. That's all I do.
I think
It's
CIA
a great,
next.
It's a great.
why does it get separated into like these categories? Why is it not the whole like experience of just another person? How do you differentiate it?
Because for a lot of guys, it's like they're kind of separated. Like there's some guys, they're like super straight. All they want to do is just get head.
Yeah.
so they're not super straight then.
I
I don't.
They're
I
like-
wouldn't call that super
They're
straight.
like a 60-40 or something.
There you
They
go.
like, they
Maybe
like,
something like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, or like a 70-30. They like to get head, but like, you know, they're not all in. I'm not all the way gay, but like, I like a blowjob from a
I
dude
don't
every now
know. I think that's all in.
You know? And then, you know, there's some guys are like completely gay, but like they're just like ass
Right.
connoisseurs and they just really like to eat ass.
Man, you guys get so much sex.
It's fucking amazing. Sad.
I
Let that sit.
And a hush falls.
and they're just like, wait a second, how much ass am I missing being straight? Like,
Just you gay people wait until we get our sex robots working. Us straights are gonna have so much sex right in front of your faces.
I am currently purchasing a lot of cats. In preparation.
Well, don't they come
I've
with
got a
vibrators?
plug-in vibrator, and
Oh.
I'm just gonna get cats. I know my fate. I'm in my 40s.
They'll
I mean, I
pee
would get a
on
cat,
the
but I'm
house and you'll
allergic.
pee on the cats.
I'm just gonna have to
It'll,
make
it'll
a
be
lot
Keep
of-
saying you're
it'll
peeing
be
on
it'll
animals.
it'll be quid pro quo. They'll probably pee on me too. Like, you're not alpha, bitch.
I'm just gonna have to make enough money to pay for video games. I feel like I'm allergic to cats. I can't do the cat business.
I'm allergic to
Well,
cats
they're
as
hairless
well.
cats, and dogs are better. So.
Dogs are definitely better,
Dogs are
and they
definitely-
have like hypoallergenic dogs.
Yeah, that's true.
So like
I had a
do that.
Bichon.
I love Labradoodle.
Dogs actually care when you come into the house. Like you come
Yeah,
home.
they
A little
love
too
it.
much. A little too much.
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah.
the cat's just like, fuck, you're
The
home
cat's
already.
like, you're home. Here's my ass. Scratch it.
Yeah. I'd have been all right without you.
Yeah.
Cause like I had a Shih Tzu, and like my Shih Tzu would go bananas when I, oh my god, you're back, and like just like flipping and spinning, and it's just like you're adorable. I guess I'm getting you treats now, but like cats are just like this bitch.
Oh, you
pretty much.
decided to come home?
It's like why?
Nice of you to join us.
Right.
This is my house now, bitches. Yeah, cats are horrible.
I love that we've transitioned from like hardcore sex bucket list.
Yeah, but we started.
Difference between cats and dogs.
But we started with fucking cats and dogs.
I got a lot. I can't. I'm just thinking, I'm like, do we fuck the cat? Like that's in my head still.
No,
That
they'll
would be
scratch
That's
hard.
it.
That
painful.
would be
Yeah,
very,
that's got to be
very-
painful.
Have you ever heard cats fucking?
Yes.
Oh, that's
oh
painful
my
too.
God, it's
Fuck.
horrible.
Because aren't
Yeah.
their dicks barbed
Yeah,
or
like
some
Bob
ridiculousness?
dicks. He can't get out, and the cat's like, I want to go, and he's like, no, you can't. I got you like a fish.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing this.
Oh, we're doing this.
The Me
you
Too movement needs to
imagine?
go
There's
That
somewhere
no
to
consent in
Catsville.
the animal kingdom.
Human barbed dicks? You get in there, oh, you're stuck, bitch.
Well, I saw something a long time ago where they have like these female condoms that have barbs in them to like protect against rape.
Oh yeah, so
you
like
see
if they
that?
like go in and then it like hooks them up, but like, haha, I got you. But then at the same time, it's like I
It's like a
want-
fucking
that's
paper
so- I
shredder for
hate
the
hearing
And
dick.
then
that.
she just takes him to the police station. Just,
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're
Oh,
going.
go.
We're
The
going.
evidence,
So
the
This guy's
painful.
dick's bleeding. It's cause of me.
His
It's-
dick looks like
Yeah.
confetti now, sir. I rest my case.
It's like
Yeah.
in Vietnam, the Ho
Sorry.
Chi Minh
Wait,
Trail.
wouldn't she still be
I
inside
said
him?
no
Yeah.
once.
And that's what happened.
That is.
I don't know.
He still tried.
Always.
What do you think is more gross, a cat's dick or a dog's dick? Because the dog's dick has the lipstick.
I think it's Trump's dick, but
Have you seen it? Nobody's seen it.
I don't think it exists.
it's
It's kind of like
non-existent,
the Bigfoot.
It's
The
like an Audi
illustrious
belly
Bigfoot.
button.
Yeah, I imagine that it looks like the smallest sweet potato fry.
like a carrot.
Yeah,
Oh, I like
baby
sweet
carrot.
potato fries.
Like a,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you still end up throwing the last little one away.
You're like, oh, this one's deformed. Why is it all crooked and shriveled?
Or giving it to your dog. Fuck you.
If you love your dog, you're not giving your dog a shriveled little carrot.
I've never seen a cat's dick. I've seen dog dick.
People
Oh,
don't.
Bucket
you don't
list.
see-
My bulldog had a big dick. My ex-husband one time was just like, "Why is his dick so big?" Because he would sit and it would like hit the ground, and I was like,
He was
"Are you
mad.
He'd
jealous?"
look at you like, yeah.
And it was like inside, not like
It's
God
like, are
knows
you
what
jelly
it
Right,
in
was.
this
exactly.
dick?
Right. It's still hitting the ground and it's inside his body. Imagine on the outside,
Yeah,
motherfucker. You're not going
it was,
nowhere.
I've never seen a cat dick.
pig's dicks look like corkscrews.
I've
Apparently.
heard that.
And ducks
Pigs?
too, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
Like
Ducks are
corkscrews?
really long and corkscrewed
oh, really?
like that as well.
Have you
yeah,
seen
yeah.
a horse cock?
Yeah.
Not today, but it's in the
That's
Rolodex.
some fucked up
There's-
porn.
Definitely some
Yeah, that-
foreign-
Well, what's fucked up is when women have or
Right.
people have
porn.
sex with said horse dick.
I've seen
Wasn't that like how one of the queens
Catherine
died?
the Great?
Yeah.
Which
Not that great.
I think a guy in Seattle died from that
It's
too.
called Catherine the Small.
cabin with a vast.
Why would you want to take a dick that big though? Like,
I don't know. I do not.
You
know.
probably have to work up to it
Get
and
your-
say, "Hey,
I'm
what
a
I'm
climb
using
Mount
now."
Everest. No.
No, Mount
Yeah,
Everest.
you just don't
is
sit
gonna
on Mount
die-
Everest. You
yeah.
start with like Fiji.
Maybe the
and-
horse. Maybe the horse Leiden was like just the tip.
Oh, then you got excited.
That's
Pow!
never the
That's-
case.
oh,
That's
oh,
always
God,
the intro.
that's
Fucking
exactly.
her brain shoots out of her head.
Damn
Damn it! You
Wait.
bottomed out.
And the horse is like, another one
Mercy.
bites the dust.
A horse is a horse, of course, of course.
The lady's like, stop whispering poetry to me. Just fuck me.
Oh,
I think we found our bucket list.
Well, definitely
Oh,
not a
no.
horse.
I'm gonna say, you keep that one to yourself, all right?
Maybe a small horse.
Well,
like
in
a
some
pony.
states you
Like
can.
a Shetland pony.
Yeah, that's like a Shetland pony.
A show pony.
Work your way
Oh.
up.
Yeah. No, I mean my bucket list begins and ends with Keanu Reeves. Like,
Just Keanu Reeves in a bucket.
well, anything really.
And a jacuzzi, bathtub, skyscraper.
Ocean,
Oh, right.
mud. I don't care.
Form
Which-
of Keanu Reeves in a bucket.
Which movie is the Keanu Reeves? Like, when did you fall in love with him?
Ah, good question.
I've been in love with Keanu Reeves since I was like 8 years old, to be honest. So like the first time I feel like
Was that Bill and Ted's?
no,
Parenthood?
I wish that I was that young. No, it is a little movie called Babes in Toyland.
Okay.
It was made in 1986. I was 8 years old, and I saw him, and I was just like, he's
Whoa.
cute. And then, like, I just started following him, like, his whole career, and, like, he did a ton of, like, after-school movie specials, like, and so, like, when I was, like, in, like, elementary school and junior high, like, every other weekend, he was, like, the after-school movie, and I'm just like, that's that guy again. And then I lost
Keep
track.
in
That's how
mind,
I
people,
learned how to
this is
masturbate.
like before Instagram, before Facebook. Do you know how difficult
They
it was
don't know.
to
Yeah.
keep
They
up with a
don't
fucking
know.
star and that
Yeah.
back then? You had to look at every newspaper and shit. Continue.
And so then, thank you,
So
Rodney.
angry,
Thank
so
you.
angry.
Saying, that was a lot.
And so then I rekindled as a teen with the Paula Abdul video.
He's in that?
Yeah, what was it?
Damn it,
Like
I
Rush, Love Will Ever Come to Me, like when they're doing the drag racing, he falls off the cliff. So like that's when I rekindled my romance as a teen. And then it was like the Parenthood and all that, and then
Mhm.
Speed happened, and I felt vindicated. Like I always knew
I
he
picked the
was
right
hot.
one. Yeah.
And then I
The
was like,
Matrix
you guys,
happened.
Point Break was just like, well, he's cute, but he's a little dumb. But then Speed happened. I'm like, he's cute and he's a daddy, bitches. And then Matrix was like, I knew he was the one. So Neo for life, bitches. Yeah. So like, I've always.
She's very loyal.
What about John Wick? Are you? What's your thoughts on this?
I'm fine with John Wick. I mean, I don't like the fact that he has a wife in it, but I'm okay. Like, I can deal. I mean, he's been
But she
married in other
died, right?
movies.
She
And I
died.
was not there when it
Yeah.
happened.
He was more concerned with the dog.
Yeah, he wanted the dog.
No, she left the dog for him. That's why he was so like obsessed with the dog, because she was dying of cancer.
Well, she
and then
died,
she
and
like
that's
like
right. Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
like had a dog dropped off, and then that was his
And that
last
was the-
connection
yeah.
to the wife.
But you could have come
Um,
in there and like just
I've-
given him a hug and saved 800
I
people
just
from
have
dying.
dreams about
Listen,
porn.
this
Fuck
dog,
those Russians. Like,
this dog can't suck your dick like I can.
who?
Well, maybe it can. You add enough peanut butter to anything, right?
Well,
Much more
you know.
teethy. Much more teethy.
I
Oh.
still have my wisdom teeth.
That probably isn't as good of a thing as you think.
All right, so
Wow.
we probably
We've
should be
covered a lot of
wrapping
Yeah.
this up. But before we go, you guys, I'm just gonna do a little round robin. Where can people see you next? Where can they follow you on social media? I'm gonna start with Movita.
Hi. Social media, Insta and Twits, at Mocha Vida, MOKAVIDA. Monday, I am doing the show Ghost Tits at the Village Lantern, 8 p.m.
Are your tits ghostly?
Mine are, but the person running it has ginormous, beautiful, holy shit tits.
Holy shit.
And she's great, Rachel Green. She's
Oh.
awesome. Check her out too. And then Tuesday, I'm sorry, Jordan, I forgot the show's name, but we're at Zinc Bar at 7:00 Tuesday.
Chris Wagner.
Every Tuesday at Drexler's, 9
That's a great
Avenue
show.
A. Yeah, it's
Great
That's
show,
really
great
great
venue.
bar.
It's
$4
awesome.
Heinekens. I mean, you can't beat that when
It's awesome.
the Netherlands
Owen's back there.
sponsors you for a show. Yeah, Owen is a great bartender.
That's UGG comedy, right?
Yes,
Okay.
UGG comedy. What do you think's more popular? Instagram is better than Facebook or Twitter by far now, right?
That's
With the
what
young
the kids
folks.
are
D-
doing.
I'm embarrassed to get to open up Facebook while people are watching. You know, I just
It's
promote
the gray
stuff.
in your
I
beard
don't
allows it.
probably,
They're
but
like, of course he's on Facebook.
I think it's Instagram is the better. Chris Wagner, and then Twitter.
Nerd, I like that.
Wagner ain't funny. Wagner 8 funny. Anyway, just Chris Wagner.
I'm gonna shame you whenever I see you on Facebook.
It's like
Yeah.
Wagner 8.
Nice.
funny.
You're on Facebook.
Oh,
yeah, it's like,
That's
I
when you put a
see
post up
ya.
like,
That's when
"Oh,
you go, so are you.
I have no shame about Facebook.
Sam.
And this is really embarrassing. I deleted accidentally all my gigs that I had listed this morning, and I have to go find them again.
Okay.
But can I just say the names of the places, and then you can do the
Yes.
work to find out.
Yeah.
I think I'm even doing Drexler's. That's
Nice.
possible. It's
You're gonna have fun. It's a great.
I've
It
heard
is.
great
Spot.
things. I got recommended it. I'm doing comedians you should know, Butterscotch
Yep.
2A, Niagara, Beauty Bar, Cobra Club, Broadway. With you, asked me to do a show,
Yeah.
and a bunch more. So just Google my name, New York Comedy. There's every night next month. I'm here.
Yeah, what's your name?
I can't remember. I'm not telling you.
That
Fucking figure it out for yourself. I can't help you.
Wait, hold on. Sam Kiss?
Jukian. Sam, which is a pretty regular spelling. Good luck. And Kissajukian. KISSAJUKIAN. It's Armenian.
At first when you said
Kiss
Kiss, I was like, are you
Jukian.
Hungarian? Because that's actually a Hungarian last name.
Yeah. But the Ajukian.
Yeah, that
So
was a
she
dead
started with the
giveaway.
Hungarian, and I've made it Armenian.
Yeah. Well, because I was just like, okay, Sam Kiss, and these are way too many
So
consonants.
syllables.
We're just gonna call you Sam
That's a lot.
Kardashian.
I was like, Sam. Well, no, because I feel like they
Unknown
introduced
brother.
you on the show as Sam Kiss. Like, I don't know. At the pair, and then I was
The
just like,
host
oh,
is
that's
fucked
Sam
up.
Kiss, and then I was just like, okay.
Oh,
Like-
that's because the MC, he kept asking me my name, and I was like, I'm going to give you help you here. Just say Sam Kiss, because obviously you can't do your job. And so
Oh, snap. I bet I know who that
It
was.
wasn't me. It wasn't me. I swear.
Did this person smell like weed?
it's the pair everyone
I was
smells.
just like, yeah. No, because like I remember, I'm like, oh, that's Sam Kiss, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna remember Sam Kiss, and then
That's
I looked
fine.
at it, I'm just like, oh, so he's going by Sam Kiss,
It's getting
and then I
crazy.
was like, oh, that's a lot of extra on Kiss.
That's
Ooh.
not. That's a great name though.
Extra on
Sam
yeah,
Kiss?
Sam Kiss is
Sam
a great
Kiss.
name. Yeah.
Can I just say I got a good tip, and this is you guys are all comedians. Is
Just
you,
the
if
tip.
you
I was
have,
about to say everybody says that.
Yeah.
I got a good tip too. Let me get
Just,
just
the
the
tip.
tip.
Right. Let me know.
You just the tip.
Actually, you've been very sage this entire time.
this is actually very helpful advice.
Except for just now.
I'm trying
But
to
it's
teach
just
you,
a
but you're
tip.
still making jokes.
Okay.
This
We
is
do that,
helpful.
we're comics.
I know, but it's
I'm
really help-
listening.
Do you know, I'm actually, one thing I'm upset at is I never took a stage name. I always just used my real name. And then a Canadian comic explained to me it's much better to have a stage name because whenever you tour overseas, you don't have to get a visa. You can just work illegally because you can work under your stage name and they can't
Wow.
look you up. And so I can't do that, unfortunately, because I have my actual name. So I'm starting to go by Sam Kiss. So I want,
That's-
you know.
Oh,
That's great.
I have a
Makes sense.
stage name.
You have a stage name? Do you guys all have stage names?
Mine
My
is
mother
my
gave
own
me
name.
my stage name.
Yeah.
Not a real person. G's real name?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now you're
Yeah.
fucked. You can't tour easily.
Yeah, I don't think that's a problem.
Okay.
I think I'll be fine.
We're so
All right.
American. We're like,
We're-
yeah, no,
yeah,
this is
that's
where
it.
it's at. We don't
This
want to
is where
fucking
we're
Oh,
leave.
that's true. You guys live where it's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
don't have
realized.
to leave.
No, you don't
you
have to
know,
leave.
no, I'm totally
Oh
messing
my
with.
God.
I'm totally kidding. I'm totally.
I don't want to leave New York, so I'm fine with that.
You don't ever.
She's afraid of planes, so
Yeah, I'm
Don't
not
you
a-
want to go to like another continent where you
I
perform to people
do.
that don't
I
speak
do,
English?
and I have a stage name.
One of these.
You
days.
gotta
I
say-
do, and actually, one of my comedy goals is to do a stand-up routine in Hungarian where they actually laugh.
The first time. That'd be
So,
great. You
but
should do it. I think there is.
I'm going to.
I think I know people
I'm
that
gonna
run
do it.
shows in Hungary.
We'll connect.
I'll warn them.
Obviously not on Facebook because that's taboo.
That's old folks
We're
shit.
old people.
Rodney Daniels.
You can always find me on this show, Rick Talking Brewskis, every Friday night. And I got some shows coming up in November and December. So
And if
You
you, see
know,
a cop
look-
blowing a handsome dude,
hi, it's probably me in Brooklyn.
Hi.
Look me up. But all my handles are Roddy Daniels on Facebook, Roddy Daniels on Instagram, Roddy Daniels on Twitter, Marissa Smith.
Find me on Twitter at Marissa Smith. Find this show on Twitter at Big Talk and Brew. Also, check out my other podcast, Blame Storming. You can find that on Twitter at The Blame Storm. I will be having the next Fashionably Funny at Broadway Comedy Club on November the 30th. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And the MAGA bomber was Native American, which is like a whole nother level of nationalist. Have a
Oh.
good night.
Oh.
Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
Take care out there.
wait, like Elizabeth Warren, Native American?